Salut tout le monde. L'après-match des Alouettes commence maintenant avec le receveur de passe Tyler Snead. Les Alouettes perdent contre les Argonauts 23-20. Tyler, I thought offensively you guys came out and played real well in the second half. But to have it end like that on a blocked field goal, I'm just curious what you're feeling at this point.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaking one. Felt like we had that one. We played a good game. A couple things go our way. We come out on top. But, you got to get back in the lab, work on it next week, and come back ready.
What's the mindset right now? Because I think a lot of people at halftime, a lot of people are counting you guys out already. But, it's been 3 losses in a row. But to come out with the type of attitude and fight that you guys did in the second half, what do you think that says about your group?
I always pick our group over anybody, no matter what. And halftime, it was a close game still, and we came out second half, and we knew we were in it. We're always in it, and so just got to come better next week.
Thanks for this, Tyler. Appreciate it.
All
right. Tyler Snead of the Montreal Alouettes, qui était assez gentil pour se joindre à nous. Il fallait qu'il rende 2 questions rapides parce que les joueurs doivent rentrer. Écoute, il y a beaucoup à dire là. La première mi-temps, c'est sûr que c'était difficile. Pas évident de produire. Je pense que c'était 3 points. Mais tu regardes, c'est 3 défaites de suite avant ce match-là. Et il aurait pu abandonner, ne pas jouer, ne pas sortir pour la deuxième mi-temps. L'attaque a vraiment bien fait. Merci beaucoup, Claude. Merci, c'est apprécié. On va en parler dans une petite seconde. Mais je veux juste parler un peu du match avant qu'on parle de ça. Ouais, écoute, et pour revenir dans ce match-là, pour prendre l'avance, ça fait mal. Tu gagnes 20-13 contre une très, très bonne équipe au 4e quart. Et tu perds de cette façon-là, ça fait mal. Mais écoute, ça fait longtemps que je n'ai pas vu un match se terminer sur un botté bloqué. Si je ne me trompe pas, début des années 2000, il y avait un match à Hamilton où Jermaine Copeland avait fait tout un attrapé pour les Alouettes. Alouettes tirait de l'arrière par 3. Puis si je ne me trompe pas, c'était Terry Baker dans le temps qui a tenté un placement qui a été bloqué à Hamilton au vieux Ivor Wynne Stadium. C'est la dernière fois, ça c'était peut-être 2000, 2001, 2002 dans ce coin-là. C'est la dernière fois que j'ai vu un match se terminer de cette façon-là. Encore une fois, l'attaque a bien performé en deuxième mi-temps. C'est sûr que si tu commences du bon pied dès le début de la rencontre, si tu marques plus que 3 points en début de match, c'est sûr que le match serait différent. Quand tu joues contre une équipe élite, une des 2 meilleures équipes de la Ligue, on l'a vu, là, ça fait 3 fois que les Alouettes ont joué contre les Argonauts. Si tu n'es pas, je ne veux pas dire parfait, parce que les Alouettes n'ont pas été parfaits, ils auraient pu gagner quand même. Mais si tu n'es pas axé sur les détails, on va dire ça comme ça, c'est sûr que ça peut faire, c'est sûr que tu peux payer le prix. Donc, frustrant. C'est facile de dire pourquoi lancer le ballon sur l'avant-dernière séquence à l'attaque. Fajardo se fait frapper, il lance une interception. Il était quand même assez loin et il restait beaucoup de temps au cadran. C'était 2e essai 7. Donc, oui, tu peux courir le ballon, mais si tu te fais arrêter, Toronto avait un temps d'arrêt, si je ne me trompe pas. Et aurait pu arrêter le cadran avec plus d'1 minute à faire. Tu es quand même loin. C'est pas un placement automatique non plus. C'est frustrant. Là. Écoute, c'est frustrant. C'est frustrant de voir ça, la séquence de défaites et 4 de suite. Là, on s'en va à Calgary la semaine prochaine. Jamais facile de gagner à Calgary, mais quand même, c'est faisable. Mais je comprends la frustration. Là. Il n'y aura pas d'excuses ici. La défensive a vraiment tenu le coup. La défensive a vraiment, vraiment bien joué ce soir. Écoute, à un moment donné, c'était 7-3 et les Argonauts ont commencé une séquence à l'attaque dans le territoire des Alouettes vers la ligne de 45. Et oui, all right, we got another guy in. All right. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, I appreciate it, buddy. Here, come in. Yeah, I mean, just how does that? I don't even know, Austin. I mean, how does that feel to to be up, to be down, to come back, and you think that you have a the game tying field goal on your foot to have it blocked? Just how does it feel right now?
We had a lot of opportunities to win that football game. Came up short. This football team's getting better. It's getting better, but we're not there yet, and we got to take care of the little things to finish football games. That's where we're at right now.
Okay, I'm going to ask you about the good and the bad with the offense. So first half, from your vantage point, you had made some plays. There was a PI deep, or there was the unsportsmanlike conduct that you drew. There was a PI here in the first half. But overall, globally, just not enough points in the first half. I'm just curious what you saw in the first half from your team offensively.
Yeah, no, they had us weren't running the ball really well. Perimeter blocking wasn't really well. Wasn't good at either, which kept us in a lot of second and longs and backed up field position. So we were playing in our own backed up area for most of the first half. Only put up 3 points, and it was a one-score game here at halftime. Defense did a great job the entire game. We were able to pick it up here in the second half. Trying to think, the drive right before we punted for them to came down and they scored that touchdown. Man, we gotta get a first down. Yeah. We got to get a first down. I think I want to say 2 minutes, 2:55. I think it was 2:55 when we had that drive. We got to get a first down. We can't, we got to win the game. We have to win the game on the offensive end, and we can't put it in the hands of the defense. I mean, it's hard. It's hard, to ask of them. So we had a chance to win the game, have the ball in our, in the game with the ball in our hands, and we didn't do it. So definitely got to get back into the building, look over this film, and then correct the things we need to correct, man. It's time to play championship football, and these next 5 games are going to be huge for us. We still got a chance. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to go through these guys again. So we got to finish off the season off right, and I think we will, and we'll have a good playoff run.
I don't know what the adjustments were at halftime offensively, but they seem to work. I mean, there's some positives to take out of this football game. I know it hurts. It's a gun punch right now. But offensively, what did you guys do? What were the adjustments in the second half that worked so well for you guys?
I think just simplifying everything, man. Just getting the ball into our guys. Protection was a lot better in the second half. We ran the ball a lot better. And it was just converting on second down, staying on the field. That was the big things. We had a few big plays, man. Even got to the point where the last 15 seconds, man, Tyson made a huge play to put us in a chance to score, man. But we just have to finish. We have to finish, and that's on us. That's on the offense entirely. And we got to do a better job.
How much of I saw your comments this week. How much did you want to come in? And you always play with a cool head, but what Toronto does, they talk. There's a lot of crap that goes on after the play, after the game. We saw it as well. Just how much you were able to draw a couple penalties. How much did you want to put an emphasis on that for yourself personally, the discipline aspect?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I don't really like these guys too much. They talk a lot. I think they're good. They're okay. We can play a lot better football. I think they're beatable. But it really comes down to us executing. For me, man, today I wanted to just play. I wanted to just play, put my mouthpiece in and just played football. They were talking to me all game, man. Yeah. It didn't really faze me. It's frustrating, to get thrown out of the game and put my team in a disadvantage like that last week. So my mindset this week was to protect the team and go out here and put my play on the field.
I want to end on a positive note. First receiver in the CFL to 1,000 yards this year. Congratulations on that. Just this first experience in Canada, just what has it meant to you and to be the first to 1,000? I mean, just talk to me a little bit about that.
Man, it's just huge, man. I mean, my football journey in general, man. Yeah. I think my last 1,000-yard season was probably in high school. I've had an up and down journey. I've dealt with a lot of injuries, man. And my NFL career wasn't as flourishing, but, Montreal they gave me a chance. I can't thank Montreal enough for giving me this opportunity to come up here and play football again. The love of football is back in my heart, man, and be successful and have another 1,000-yard season. For every receiver, man, that's the goal. That's the benchmark. We got 5 more, and I'm not trying to be done just yet. But more importantly, man, it's a blessing. I thank God for all these opportunities, man, to be sitting here today, win or lose, winning or losing. Obviously, we want to win, but I'm healthy. I'm having a successful season, and I just want to continue that for sure.
You're a classy dude. Thank you, Austin.
Hey, thank you, Joey.
All right, Austin Mack of des Montreal Alouettes, le premier receveur cette saison à atteindre les 1000 verges sur réception pour cette année de toutes les équipes. Donc, ce soir, pour Austin, c'est 6 attrapés, 45 verges. Il y avait une coupe de punition aussi qu'il a été capable d'aller chercher, des verges de punition contre Toronto. Il a mentionné, si vous ne l'avez pas appris si vous l'avez pas catché en anglais, il a mentionné qu'il n'aime pas vraiment Toronto, il n'aime pas les Argonauts. Il dit, c'est une bonne équipe, mais c'est une équipe qui est battable. À date, on ne l'a pas faite, mais écoute, au mois de novembre, tout est possible. Juste en regardant les stats ce soir, Cody Fajardo, 30-39, 274 verges, 1 touché, 1 interception. Fletcher, 6 courses, 29 verges. Phil Pott, 9 réceptions, 105 verges. Tyler Snead qui s'est arrêté déjà à notre après-match. 3 réceptions, 63 verges. Speaker, 4 pour 37. David Dallaire, une première réception en carrière pour David Dallaire, le centre arrière québécois. 1 attrapé, 17 verges. En défensive, Beverett encore, pas surprise, 7 plaqués de défensif, 1 sac du corps. 2 autres sur les unités spéciales. Darnell Sankey, le nouveau venu, 5 plaqués défensifs. Marc-Antoine Decoy, 4 plaqués défensifs, 2 plaqués pour des pertes, 1 plaqué sur les unités spéciales, 4 pour Stubblefield, 4 pour Ruffin. J'ai bien aimé le match. C'est même pas le match, ça fait 3 matchs, ça fait 3 semaines qu'on regarde les unités spéciales et que ça va super bien côté unité spéciale avec Chandler Worthy. On a notre prochain invité justement sur les unités spéciales, Louis-Philippe Bourassa est là, le numéro 50. Louis-Philippe, merci d'être là. Écoute, juste qu'est-ce que je sais que tu as la tête entre les 2 jambes, là, que tu fais la longue remise en fin de match. Juste parle-moi de... Pourquoi tu me regardes de même?
Vas-y.
Mais juste parle-moi des émotions un match comme ça. Je ne sais pas si tu as déjà vécu ça dans ta carrière, un placement bloqué en fin de match pour donner égalité, mais qu'est-ce que tu as vécu, toi, comme émotion?
Le dernier placement bloqué que j'ai vécu comme ça, c'était ici, puis on a gagné la Coupe Vanier, mais là, on est de l'autre côté. Fait que c'est un peu moins le fun, mais écoute, je pensais qu'on avait fait une bonne job, puis qu'on pouvait mettre ça entre les 2 poteaux pour pouvoir au moins aller en prolongation, puis avoir une chance de gagner ce match-là. Fait que c'est sûr que c'est crève-cœur. Oui, c'est sûr.
Côté unité spéciale, si je peux me permettre, il y a un point positif. Ça fait une couple de matchs que ça va de mieux en mieux pour Worthy et pour vous autres en général. Juste curieux de savoir de ce que tu as vu ce soir, ce que tu vois depuis un mois, le jeu sur les unités spéciales, comment tu vois ça?
Je pense qu'on est en train de peaufiner les détails qu'on avait besoin de peaufiner pour être au niveau où on veut être. Puis je pense que dans les derniers matchs, ça a apparu à ce niveau-là, surtout aujourd'hui, avec les retours, tout ça. C'est sûr que sur les bottées de placement, ces choses-là, les dégagements, c'est d'être le plus constant possible aussi. Je pense qu'on a quand même des bonnes statistiques là, à date dans la Ligue par rapport à ça, avec les moyennes, tout ça, puis les pourcentages. Fait que non, c'est un work in progress, comme on dit, mais c'est sûr que je pense que les gars sont de plus en plus sur la même longueur d'onde. Je pense que ça paraît sur le terrain, puis ça a fait de la différence une bonne partie du match ce soir avec les retours, tout ça, donner un bon terrain, un terrain plus court en fait à l'attaque. Ouais.
Est-ce que tu peux me donner juste le feeling dans le vestiaire maintenant? Ça fait 4 défaites de suite, une grosse game sur la route contre Calgary qui s'en vient. Juste amène-nous dans le vestiaire. Juste, c'est quoi qui passe à travers la tête maintenant dans le groupe?
C'est sûr, c'est frustrant de perdre comme ça, évidemment. Fait que c'est sûr que c'est pas la fin du monde non plus. Il reste des games à jouer, puis il n'y a rien qui est joué encore. Mais c'est sûr qu'il faut gagner. Personne ne veut perdre une game ni 4 games de suite. Fait que c'est sûr que je te dirais que les gars, c'est sûr qu'il y a un peu de frustration, évidemment. Puis de la manière que ça s'est terminé ici aujourd'hui aussi. Là. Fait que non, je pense qu'il va falloir sortir sur les manches puis faire un peu le 24-hour rule puis revenir au travail. Ouais.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
All right. Louis-Philippe Bourassa des Alouettes de Montréal. OK, on n'a pas... Wow, on pourrait se tasser un peu. Je vais parler. Bon. C'est ça qui arrive quand tu es en direct. Il y a Austin Mack autour, puis quand tu as Austin Mack à côté de toi, c'est ça qui arrive. OK, on va lire certains commentaires, parce qu'il y a plein de commentaires. OK, j'aimerais juste prendre le temps. Tu sais, c'est l'après-match des Alouettes. Je ne veux pas parler de trucs personnels trop. Je veux juste remercier tous les fans des Alouettes. Oui, ma femme a accouché la semaine passée. C'est pour ça que je n'étais pas là au dernier match. Merci. J'ai eu plein de messages, plein de commentaires des partisans. Écoute, les partisans des Alouettes, c'est une grosse famille. Tu sais, j'ai plein de frères, sœurs, tantes, oncles, il y en a plein. J'aimerais juste remercier tout le monde et remercier Francis Dupont qui a fait un excellent travail. On a notre prochain invité maintenant, Keon. How did it feel to be back out there? We know you missed 6. How did it feel to be out there and back with the guys?
It just felt good to be great running again, and just even practicing this whole week. It was just an ecstatic feeling. I was always just smiles.
Walk me through the first half offensively. It was a little tough. Took some time to get going. I thought production on first down was tough at times. You guys were in second and long a lot. Yeah. We'll get to the second half after, but just I'm curious what you saw in the first half.
I feel like blocks. We were missing blocks. Some throws. So it was just a lot of it was just like execution, really, and obviously it's evident in becoming second and long and whatnot. But we just gotta stick together. We're good.
What was the adjustment? Like, what's the message at halftime? Because I thought you guys came out, you were productive. The ball was coming out of Cody's hands quicker. Just what'd you guys do?
No, it was literally just, as I said, just staying together and just staying the course and trusting what we do. And it was all on our execution.
So what's the mindset right now? Like, it sucks, man. Like 4 in a row to lose that way against Toronto, a team you want to beat at least once in the regular season. Just what are you feeling right now? What's the group feeling? Can you give us the temperature inside the locker room?
We're not feeling good about the loss, especially losing on a blocked field goal. But as long as we're sticking together I know we're going to be good, and we'll win when it counts.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you out there.
Nice to see you.
All right. Keon, Julian Grant, nice enough to join us. Montreal Alouettes. OK, on va continuer avec des commentaires. Victoria, why? Okay, yeah, this is a comment I was getting to before. Why the heck would we throw the ball when all we had to do was run it and get into field goal position? Like, I never understand the calls that coaches makes. So, I think in that case, at the end of the game, for sure, I mean, it's tough to, tough to put that on Cody just because he gets hit as the ball's coming out of his hand, so he can't get all, the weight distribution isn't all there. But the thing you have to understand is it's a really, really long field goal from there. And I don't even know if you're in field goal range at that point. They ran the ball on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They got 3 yards. Toronto going to obviously put an emphasis on stopping the run because they know Montreal wants to run the clock. But you still need to get yards. You still need to get positive yards to make it a half-decent field goal attempt. All right, next guest. We'll talk to running back number 20, Jesh Renantwi. Yeah, man, that's how I felt. Just walk me through the emotions of that. You guys are up 7, down 3, and then you get yourself into field goal range with a great play offensively there.
Yeah. We it's obviously not, like one play that defines the game. There's about, 6 plays that we like to have back. But we just got to play smarter. Like we've been saying it every week in and week out the past 3 weeks. We just need to come out here and put it into action. Like we talk about not taking penalties. I'm not sure what the penalty margin was, but I just know we can't take 6 or 7 of them in a game. They're top team in the East for a reason, in the CFL for a reason. And so when you play a team like that, it got to be mistake-free football. Like mistakes will happen, but it just can't. It can't keep happening.
I think it's a fair point. I think one of the things I know, especially in the first half offensively, you guys were in 2nd and 9, 10, 11, 12 a lot. And against a defense like this, it's going to be tough to move the sticks that way. Just what did you see from your vantage point in the first half offensively?
I mean, they have a good front 7, good defensive line. We just need to be in protection, as backs, the offensive line, be on the same page, and keep Cody up. He's a guy that can throw the ball down the field, and if you give him a chance to, he will. So we just need to make sure we're protecting him. All the guys in the league, Zach, Vernon, what's his name, Kelly. These guys, the offensive line, protect for 7 seconds if they have to, and running back. So we got to get on the same page as RBs, as offensive linemen, as whoever's in the backfield, and we got to protect.
Thanks for this, Josh. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Yes,
sir. We'll carry on here with the head coach of the Montreal Alouettes, Mr. Jason Moss. Coach, I mean, just the emotions of that game, you're winding down. Just take me through what you're feeling on the sideline, and then ultimately when you see the block kick, just what'd you see and what'd you feel?
You're never out of it in this league. I think we all know that, being in this league for as long as we are. And, CFL games are always exciting, the final 3 minutes. So, that was up and down pretty much the last 3 minutes of the game. And for it to come down to the last kick, I have 100% belief in our field goal unit and Dave, and going to make that kick every time. And so when it gets blocked, you're obviously extremely disappointed because you didn't give yourself a chance to get into overtime to win the game. So, I give them credit. They came with a great block and did it, but it's disappointing more than anything.
Coach, I think the contrast offensively, the first and second half was notable. I thought production on first down was a little tough in the first half. What were the adjustments that allowed you guys to move the ball so efficiently in the second?
Yeah, I think you said it right. It was more first down production. We were putting second and long quite a bit, second and extra long, majority of that first half. And I'm sorry, but it's hard to dial up a whole bunch of great plays on second and extra long. So, and they were getting some pressure on it. And obviously, when you can pin your ears back a little bit because of the down distance when it dictates it, it's hard. So the second half, I felt like we did a better job production, more keeping them off balance. We ran the ball more. We're better at that as well. And, just execution as a whole was better in the second half. So I thought Cody played an extraordinary second half, made a lot of really great throws. It's unfortunate the last throw he makes, the pick, because I think if we pick that up, it might be a touchdown to Keon there. But credit again to Toronto. They kept fighting, and they dug themselves out of a hole there in the fourth quarter, and we're able to win, and that's why they're the first place team in the East right now.
Can you just walk me through defensively what you saw tonight? Because there was a couple of drives late in the first half where they're up by 7 and then up by 4 and then 7, and they start in your half of the field, and the defense kept them to a long field goal. Just what did you see? What did you appreciate from the defense?
I loved our defense tonight. I mean, they played hard, they played aggressive, they were physical. Obviously, yeah, we put them in some bad situations as a whole against Toronto in the 3 games we played against. Really, the last 2, there's been times where our defense has been put in very bad field position, and they've done a good job of limiting production for an offense that scores a lot of points. So, I was very pleased with the half of football we played, and obviously to hold that, like I said, to hold that team to 10 points is huge, particularly with some of the field position there at the end of the half. To only give up a field goal was pretty awesome.
I know you want to win. I mean, it's 4 losses in a row. I'm just curious, can you take us into the locker room? Like, what's your message to the guys when they did play hard, they did fight in the second half, but you ultimately come up short?
Yeah, I mean, keep your head up. I mean, obviously there's a reason we're going through what we're going through. And if we truly believe in the end we're going to be where we want to be, then this is part of the journey. Every journey is a little bit different. So the one thing we will do is stick together, continue to work. There's things obviously we can correct and get better from. And as long as we stick together and work hard, we'll always give ourselves a chance each and every week. And that's really what you count on. If we would have won 4 straight, you can't just think that's going to help you win the 5th one. They're all different. So, 4 wins, 4 losses in a row, you just keep grinding on the next game. And so at some point this will turn around. And for us, I believe it's going to turn around next week. So we're going to come back to work on a full week, going against a team in Calgary that's fighting for their lives too. And they have a bye week. We're going to be rested up and ready to go in that game. And so, I think that's the message to the guys is just, keep your head up, stay together, keep working hard together, and good things will happen because of it.
Thank you, Coach. Hang in there. It'll turn. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jason Moss, nice enough to stop and chat. Pour Jason, on va le traduire bientôt, mais on a notre prochain invité, Wesley Sutton, who's back in the lineup. Wes, just how did it feel to be back out there with the guys tonight?
Comfortable. It felt great. Love being out there with my guys and just going to war with them. Sucked watching the past 2 games, but it was definitely a blessing to be back out there.
Où est-ce qu'il a raté les 2 dernières rencontres? All right, well, take me through the emotions of the end there. I mean, you guys are up 7 at home, and then you're find yourself down 3, but all of a sudden you're in field goal range and it gets blocked. Just take me through what you're feeling at that point.
Just up and down, honestly, but trying to stay even keel, not getting too high and too low. We were confident, as always, just thinking that we were going to make the play to seal the win. We didn't get that done on defense. They scored, and then, it's football. It's hard to control your emotions, especially with a game like that. But, we're getting back to the drawing board. We talk about a 24-hour rule. You can hang your head for 24 hours, but after that, the sun's going to come back up and we got to get back to work. So, you just try to stay positive in these moments because you don't want to get too low,
Obviously, I don't think you have the answer to this, Wes, but, you guys start the season 2 wins, then 3 losses in a row. You rattle off a bunch of wins in a row. Now it's 4 losses in a row. Just can you take me through the emotions of just going through like different streaks and what that's like in a season and why you think that is?
Like you said, I don't really have the exact answer, but I think it's just, we play in a tough league. with other great teams, and we just gotta continue to stick together. We gotta make the plays that are necessary when we need to make them. Understanding situational football. There was a time where we were doing well and winning, and that's always the goal. It's not our goal to lose, but it's hard. I think the common denominator through even the wins and the losses is just staying together. We're a tight-knit family, and we got to just continue to get back to the drawing board, and nothing's ever perfect. If we won this game, tomorrow we're going to have to get back to the drawing board regardless. Obviously, we didn't win. We lost. We still have to get back to the drawing board. So, either way, the process is still the same. So I think it's just understanding that we still have to continue to just take the process as what it is and ride the highs and, kind of forget the losses.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Wes.
I appreciate it.
Wes Sutton. Mama Sutton's here, so she's not watching. Okay. I got him already. Thank you. We got Wesley Sutton qui est assez gentil. Donc, on va juste parler. Il y a une couple de joueurs qui ont mentionné un règlement de 24 heures. Ce que c'est tu peux être triste, mais pas triste, mais tu peux être déçu du résultat pendant 24 heures. Mais après, il faut que tu oublies ça et il faut que tu avances, il faut que tu continues dans ta semaine. C'est vraiment ça. Et malheureusement, c'est 4 défaites de suite pour les Alouettes, mais il faut rester ensemble. Je ne sais pas quoi dire. Il n'y a pas d'excuse. Je pense qu'on l'a mentionné en après-match, ce qui a bien été, ce qui n'a pas bien été en défensive et sur les unités spéciales. Ça a quand même bien performé ce soir. En attaque, en deuxième mi-temps, comme Jason Moss a mentionné, que en deuxième mi-temps, Cody Fajardo a été excellent. On a parlé de ça. Il a fini la rencontre 30-39 pour 2,74, si je ne me trompe pas. Donc, oui, c'est frustrant, mais écoute, pour le moment, c'est pas assez bon. Il y a des erreurs. Je pense que c'est Josh Renantwi qui a été frustré. Il dit que c'est trop de pénalités. Si on regarde la première séquence, une des séquences, première mi-temps, les Alouettes sont profondément dans leur territoire. Il y a une punition, hors-jeu sur un receveur, c'est deuxième et long. Premier et long, hors-jeu, retenu sur un autre receveur ou sur un joueur de ligne à l'attaque. Là, c'est premier vraiment long. Tu perds le ballon. Je pense que c'était en fin de compte, c'était pas un échappé, mais c'est tough. Là. C'est pas évident. Donc, contre des équipes contre Toronto, tu peux pas prendre de pénalité. Tu peux pas prendre de pénalité. Tu peux pas prendre de. Il faut, même quand, à un moment donné, les Alouettes, ils venaient de marquer leur toucher. La défensive force un botté de dégagement de Toronto. Tout d'un coup, tu as un gros retour de Chandler Worthy, plus une punition de 15 verges sur Darius Pickett. Et là, tu te ramasses, premier essai, pas de but, mais premier essai sur la ligne de 12 de Toronto et tu as un placement. Donc, tu fais, oui, c'est égalité, mais tu aurais pu marquer un toucher. Tu es dans la zone payante. Je pense que les Alouettes 2-3 ce soir dans la zone payante, mais tu commences une séquence à l'attaque à la ligne de 12 verges de l'autre équipe. C'est sûr qu'il faut marquer 7 points dans ces circonstances-là. Donc, c'est dommage. C'est malheureux que on parle d'une autre défaite, mais quand même, c'est une situation où tu veux apprendre de tes erreurs et finalement, on va finir avec le joueur du match. Merci beaucoup. I think you and I have talked quite a few times, Tyson, football about just it looked like it was coming for you and you were getting better every week. And tonight it was not just the first touchdown of the season, the first 100-yard game of the season. It looked like you and Cody were able to put it all together. How did it feel for you?
Sure, it felt great. I mean, every game, we talk about the little things and just making sure you're running your routes 100%, even if the ball's not coming to you. And that's what I've just continued to do in practice and came to fruition today. I'm so glad that Cody was able to trust me. It's bittersweet, because, we come out here to win the game. We put the pads on to win the football game. So, not winning the football game isn't the best. So.
The guys have been talking about, beating one of the 3 upper echelon teams. You haven't done it. What's the feeling like there coming out of a game like this where you dance with them? You dance with them in 2 of the 3 games, but just you can't close it out. Just what are you guys feeling there?
Yeah, we know we can compete. Every week you see it. It's just mental errors. Just little things, and it sucks because we're this far in the season and we keep hounding it. But it's in-house and it's something that we can clean up, and we know we can compete.
You guys, I think this is the first game where you guys have all of the main receivers, maybe Greg's on the shelf, but you and Keon, I don't think you guys had played a game together this year, if I'm not mistaken. You get Mac, 1,000-yard receiver now after this year. Just what do you think you guys can accomplish? I thought in the second half, you guys adjusted really well. You guys simplified and you guys moved the ball. Just as a receiving core with Cody, what do you think you can do offensively?
Having Keon back, that explosiveness, you got to see a little bit of it. He's going to get his feet wet, but we talked about it pregame too. It's how explosive this offense can be when we're all healthy and we're all contributing. We're all doing to our strength. So I think we got a little taste of it tonight. We're going to keep working, keep building that chemistry. But stay tuned for sure. We got something in the sleeve for sure.
I don't want to look ahead too far, but you get to go back to Calgary. I know you've been there. We played there last year, but just what's your feeling like going back Calgary and maybe seeing some friends and family out there?
Yeah, that's where I played college. So it's a special place in my heart. I get to go see my brother too. So, the goal is to go in and win no matter what. There's nothing else, but it'll be a good little home game for me. But at the end of the day, the goal is to win the football game.
All right, this is your first one. We're just going to hand you the Budweiser trophy. The fans voted for you as Budweiser player of the game. Just if you want to just give a little shout out to the fans and just overall.
Hey, shout out to the fans, for voting for me. We're just getting started over here. This is for Mom too. Celebrated a birthday a couple weeks ago, so I'm glad I could get the touchdown for you. But we just gotta put the work together and keep going.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Sweet.
All right. Tyson Philpott of the Montreal Alouettes, nice enough to join us. So, je pense qu'on va terminer ça là. Joueur du match Budweiser, Tyson Philpott ce soir. Grosse performance. Ça va très, très bien. Donc, merci beaucoup tout le monde. On attend prochain match à domicile. Prochain match à domicile. Le 9 octobre. Oui, OK. Le 9 octobre, match de l'Action de grâce, 13h le lundi. Est-ce que je peux dire qu'il ne reste pas grand billet? Est-ce que je peux dire? Il ne reste pas grand billet. Ça se remplit assez bien. Donc, attendez pas trop longtemps. Visitez goalsgo.com pour trouver vos billets pour le match. Ça va être sûrement la meilleure foule de l'année. Donc, il faudrait être là. Il faudrait être là et aider notre équipe parce qu'on a entendu ce soir, c'est pas évident pour Toronto de bouger le ballon en deuxième mi-temps quand la foule est tellement bruyante. Donc, c'est un match contre le Rouge et Noir d'Ottawa et on a besoin de votre support. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci pour les commentaires. Écoute, on n'a même pas eu le temps vraiment de parler, de lire tous les commentaires. Je sais que c'est pas évident, perdre 4 de suite. Mais c'est quand même, il reste plein de matchs. Il reste encore 5 matchs. Fiche de 6 et 7. Encore en deuxième position dans la division l'Est. Écoute, on a vu plein d'équipes, 3e place, qui sont revenues pour gagner la Coupe Grey. Donc, c'est loin d'être terminé. J'aimerais, can I get Elwald, on va finir avec une dernière entrevue. I got to talk to you. I got to talk to you, buddy. Okay, we're wrapping up, but you had there was the Uguak drive, I want to call it, where you tackled AJ Ouellette for a 5-yard loss, and then you bat down the ball at the line of scrimmage. I feel like, I know you're a Canadian kid, so the adjustment isn't the same for you as it is for American guys, but I feel like, you know, you've gone from CFL draft pick to coming in and really contributing in a meaningful way. Just how have you seen the impact that you've made so far this season on the field?
Just being confident in myself. You know, coach has been instilling confidence in me week after week. My teammates as well. You know, I got the call up this week that I'd be playing a little more, and, you know, I feel like I had to show it, and I did it in a couple plays. I just got to be more consistent.
What have you liked about, you know, what you've been able to do here through the first 11 games of the season?
I think, honestly, and like, you know, no, all good. Honestly, I feel like the more confident I get in my play and on the field and all that, the more I can contribute to the team, you know. Obviously, you're not going to win every play, but when the play comes, you got to make them. I was upset. I missed that tackle in the back. You know, 33 made a good play. He spun out, but I knew when the opportunity came again, I had to take advantage of it. The tip pass, you know, I feel like I was just a little – I was you know, juiced up off the first play, and I was like, let me be relentless again and go help my team, you know, because I know after that play,
we kind of got a spark, got things going. It didn't end the way we wanted it to, but I feel like those are the plays that I know I can make week in and week out, and just being confident is just going to help me get there.
You guys have some big games coming up down the stretch here. I know it's 4 losses in a row, and it's tough, but how do you ensure that, you come out of this, and how do you guys dig yourselves out of this?
Honestly, just going back to the drawing board and just continuing to work. You saw how close we were today. We just got to finish. We got to finish these. Coach, we were doing a lot of extra tempo stuff because we knew that that Toronto was going to do that stuff. Things didn't go our way. This game's out of the books. Now we just got to get on to Calgary and just, we're going back to the West. So, I'm excited going back to my area, just take advantage of the game and feeling a little closer to home and just continue to be confident and make plays.
You're an Edmonton kid, right? Going back home. Well, you're going back to Alberta. I'm just curious. Ticket wise, what are we looking at next week? You gotta ask the guys to help you out a little bit. But how many people you think you'll have?
I have a couple. I know that, but I know for Edmonton, I'm probably gonna need. I'm gonna need a handful of those.
Thank you, buddies. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Alouettes had a really nice game tonight. Played very well, 96. OK, on va finir ça là. Merci beaucoup tout le monde pour les commentaires. Écoute, on se revoit sur ce live la semaine prochaine. On va avoir mon résumé d'après-match sur le site. Notre caméraman Sam a un résumé de match, un résumé vidéo qui va être sur le site aussi. Donc, visitez goalsgo.com, pas juste pour vos billets, pas juste pour les casquettes, les chandails, t-shirts, tout ça, mais pour le contenu aussi. Donc, on va se revoir la semaine prochaine et that's it. Soyez positifs. On se voit la semaine prochaine. Salut tout le monde.